But Saudi Arabia has proven once again its resilience against shocks. We have demonstrated our ability to navigate crises and restore confidence in the economy and ensure long-term stability. The government has adopted decisive measures that have had a positive impact on our economy. And then according to UNCTAD, FDI inflows in Saudi Arabia actually increased despite the sharp global decline estimated to be over 40%. My next point is to reassure you, ladies and gentlemen, that our economic and social transformation through Vision 2030 is on track. Indeed, it's accelerating. We've already implemented an extensive series of reforms to improve our business environment, increase our competitiveness, and make it easier than ever to do business in the kingdom. Much more will soon be revealed in the context of a major announcement related to integrating our national efforts to unlock new business opportunities and fundamentally improve our investment environment. So stay tuned. Let me now shift to the sectors where most opportunity lie. Now, most people, including yourselves, know Saudi Arabia for its oil. Many people call us the Kingdom of Oil, and quite frankly, as someone who worked in that industry for a few decades, I don't mind with that definition of the kingdom. Throughout the 20th century, this industry has indeed been our main economic driver. It enabled the kingdom to make its mark on the global economy and is the foundation of our historic partnership with the United States. This will, of course, continue even as we take a leading role in shaping the global energy transition. And building on our historic partnership in oil and gas, we trust that the U.S. will continue to be our strategic partner as we open up numerous new industries as an integral part of the Vision 2030 transformation. Clean energy is one of our key focus sectors. By 2030, our goal is to generate 50% of our energy demand using renewable resources. But our role in the energy transition will transcend generating energy within our own borders for our own consumption as we take a leading role in shaping future mobility, electrification, and lower carbon fuels such as hydrogen and ammonia. Already, the sector's development is being driven by landmark deals, including those with partners in the US. As an example, Saudi renewable company Aquapower and American chemical company Air Products recently launched the world's largest green hydrogen project at NEOM. General Electric is also a major player, generating 60% of Saudi Arabia's power through its large footprint here, including 60% of our turbines, as well as large manufacturing footprint here in the kingdom. Mining is another key sector, offering access to over 1.3 trillion in what we believe is commercially viable untapped mineral resources. In addition, we recently adopted a new mining law, which is a key enabler for stimulating transparency and investment in the sector. Many US companies, including Alcoa, Mosaic, and Barrick Gold, have been key partners in developing and advancing this sector with us, and they will continue to be our partners of choice in the next phase of development in this sector. Moving to mobility and logistics, which are already making its mark on our FDI. The PIF investment in Lucid, its record IPO, and future growth strategy demonstrate our vision to be a key player in future mobility. The Kingdom is also investing heavily in infrastructure to make the most of our strategic location and prove our intent to be a platform for global companies to reach major markets around the Kingdom. Through the development of special economic zones and regional logistical hubs, we will support maximizing outputs across the Kingdom's port, railways, roads, and airports. The National Industrial Development and Logistical Program aims to attract over $420 billion in investments over the next decade. This is also a sector where we have existing long-term US-Saudi partnerships, such as the one between Greenbrier and the Saudi Railway Company. Shifting to Saudi Arabia's tourism and quality of life sectors, which is an obvious example of a nascent industry set to exponentially grow and offer much promising investments in the hundreds of billions. Our tourism and hospitality environment offers huge untapped prospects for investors across the value chain, some of which are driven by several giga projects with opportunities worth hundreds of billions of dollars, as I just said. The prime giga project example, of course, is the Line, the ultimate city of the future. It's the ultimate smart city of the future, actually. It was announced earlier this year by His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The Line is a belt 105 miles long. It is hyper-connected communities, and it exists in NEOM. That project alone offers more than $200 billion in smart infrastructure investment opportunities. ICT is a large and growing industry and one that is central to Vision 2030 and our goal of diversifying the Saudi economy and increasing our productivity. The Kingdom seeks to leverage its large and growing ICT industry by transforming itself into a globally competitive ICT and cloud hub serving the wider region. Broadly, we see investment opportunities in ICT across three categories: software, digital infrastructure, and digital content. Last but certainly not least, let us not forget about healthcare, life sciences, and biotechnology, the industries that in the past 12 months have shown us more than ever the power of innovation and its benefits. There is enormous scope for fostering co-investment and strategic international collaboration in this field with top-tier universities, with research centers, SMEs and healthcare, especially innovative companies, and biotechnology, and industry leaders like the ones I mentioned at the beginning of my talk. Many projects are already underway with leading US companies to co-develop our healthcare and life sciences industries, including Pfizer, which is the first US pharmaceuticals company to invest in local manufacturing. And Boston Scientific, which recently announced their intention to relocate their regional headquarters to Saudi Arabia. DaVita is another major US company that recently entered the Saudi market with 23 dialysis clinics to serve a growing number of patients across the kingdom. Manufacturing of biologics and vaccines is another focus area. To that end, we're excited about ongoing discussions with Johnson & Johnson on projects with SPIMACO and with Saudi banks to localize the manufacturing of 4 of J&J's biological products. We've also had successful and impactful collaborations with renowned U.S. academic healthcare systems such as Johns Hopkins and Brigham and Women's Hospital of the Harvard Medical School. To achieve this ambitious agenda in healthcare and biotech, we recognize that we need to transform our regulatory environment to be best in class in areas such as IP, data access, and clinical trials. Ladies and gentlemen, what I have just outlined are only some of the priority sectors available for investment. In reality, almost every business and value chain you could think of are available for international investors, and we estimate that the total investment, addressable investment here in the kingdom will be north of $3 trillion.